Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet?
I love people as I meet them one by one. People are just wonderful as individuals. You see the whole...
My great aspiration, my greatest ambition is to be so good. Now, in that way, I'm tiresome, as I suppose, to live with, because I want to be a fantastic human being.
I am the greatest.
We're not disputing that, Cassius, but how does Sonny Liston feel about it?
He can't feel but one way, and let's take everything I say and like it. Because February the 25th, I'm going to take back my job. I'm the champ. He's no champ. He's a tramp.
When you see men fall, don't laugh. Learn. Learn. Because you're on your way up. And the things that tempt people to fall, you and I are not free from that temptation.
Mantra, slave song, slave ship, rip skin, made me rip bones. But no matter how close my ancestors speak, they tell me they're tired of them praying on us like we're weak. I haven't been getting sleep, longing to sing until I surpass peak, until they think we are equal. Please, all I want is peace. My ancestors beat drums until their palms would bleed, begging that generations remember our story.
Yo, 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 yo. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to the good people. How's everybody feeling today? I hope all is well. You see the title. Shout outs to my poets, my writers, my content creators. Salutes to Sydney, Rob, to the new subscribers. Salutes to everybody, man, that's been locked in, showing love and support to the channel. For your engagement, I appreciate it 1000%. Yeah, we got some stuff to talk about here. I got a clip I'm gonna play. I've been sitting on this one for a couple days now. I feel like now's the time to go over this one, man. Some of you already know about the story. Some of you don't know about it. That's cool. That's okay. I got you. Do me a solid. Like, share, repost. Let the people know that we are on. I think that some of you are going to hear this clip. Some of you aren't going to hear it. That's cool. I'm going to bring this up on the big screen. And then we're just going to go straight to it. We're not going to slow down with the motion at all. T.I. son, King Harris. We need to have a conversation, sir. And this really goes out to parents in general. You don't know what I'm talking about yet. I got you covered. Let me bring this up on the big screen. All right. Some of you are going to hear it. Some of you aren't going to hear it. I got the volume up. Let's play this clip. And then let's talk. Oh, by the way, later on, virtual open mic, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. If you are available, pull up. It's going to be a good chill time. You're just there to enjoy some art, hang out and kick it with some cool people. Good energy. You know what I'm saying? So if you're around and you're on YouTube or just on any live streaming apps like Facebook or Twitter, tap in with us. Anyway, let's get into this video.
King Harris has been arrested after not appearing in court and some other things connected.
Trying to coddle him for. Let the man walk out, have some time to himself, sit down, soak it up, and come up with what he need to do.
Yeah, so him being arrested isn't really like the shocker. It's him coming out and his, I guess, reaction to it, right? Because everybody's saying, King, you grew up privileged, bro. Why are you going down this path? Now he's talking about F the police, F12. So, you know, it just, he.
The streets ain't talking about nothing else right now but the Harris family's nightmare. And this time, it's not about flashy chains or viral Instagram lives. It's about survival inside the coldest place imaginable. King Harris, the son of rap legend T.I. and Tiny, is laid up in intensive care after a savage prison attack that's got the whole world locked in. The reports spilling out sound less like prison drama and more like a gangland thriller straight out of a movie. According to insiders, King was jumped in his block so viciously that guards had to drag him away as chaos swallowed the tear.
Steve Sadar reached out to me looking to make a deal on behalf of T.I. and Tiny. And I told Steve Sadar that my clients want justice. So the deal involves Tiny and T.I. turning themselves in and admitting to the crime that they've committed, then fine, we got a deal. But if it does not, then I would prefer to have the investigators do their work and to bring criminal charges against Tiny and T.I.
His face swollen, body barely moving, and the whole prison erupting in a melee that left multiple inmates bruised and battered. This wasn't no random brawl. Whispers already say this was a calculated hit, and the reasons behind it might be uglier than anyone thought. The talk inside those Georgia prison walls is chilling. This wasn't about some petty beef or routine test of toughness. It was a targeted ambush designed to break him down. Some inmates allegedly set him up weeks in advance, planning to humiliate him for what they saw as his constant flexing of wealth and privilege. Others claim it was meant as a brutal reminder that behind bars, your last name, your Instagram followers, none of that buys respect. Only loyalty and toughness keep you breathing. Weakness makes you pray, one former inmate explained. And right now, King is learning that lesson the hardest way possible.
Come here. Come here. Right there. You know, I get a lot of slack, a lot of attitude, a lot of pushback for a lot of comments that I make, a lot of opinions that I share, and you know, that comes with the territory. You know, this is social media. This is the internet. And like, honestly, most people are just programmed to think a certain way. You can't form an opinion without being crucified for it. You aren't allowed to really not utilize political tools and measures at this juncture. We're at a point right now where you can't say nothing on social media. Anything that you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. They either want to censor you or they want to silence you. Then that goes for social media influencers. That goes for podcasters. That goes for reaction video channels. That goes for mainstream. If you're not controlled media, you can't say nothing. What is controlled media? Controlled media is pretty much a infrastructure that houses men and women who are specifically put in position to filter out harmful information that could jeopardize the plans and objectives of those overlooking us. So if they don't want you to know about what really happens in the government, or they don't want you to know the truth behind music, if they don't really want you to know about what's really happening with these apps, these dating apps, and why they put certain people in positions to have you fighting amongst each other, then yeah, it's a problem. If you're anything outside of what they need in position, they're going to fight you at every end of the block. Let's go straight to it. T.I. and Tiny, you failed your son. You failed your son. And it's not just you. It's not solely on you. Because a lot of men and women are to blame for why their children are hard-headed, stubborn, rebellious, bad, disrespectful, remorseless. This right here, to me, is just another testimonial that is going to be documented in the history books going forward to attest and testify for the fact that your lack of maternal and paternal instincts are completely void. Let me ask you a question. What was it about your struggle and your upbringing so celebratory that you would take your struggle and your hardship, create content out of it, profit from it, put it on the market for the rest of the world to consume, and then at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, as a byproduct, you have other children who look at your lyrics, your tours, your concerts, and they think, oh, this is a lifestyle that I want. This is absolutely something that I must have. I desire it. I need to be a drug dealer. I need to be a rich, spoiled fucking brat. I need to be emotionless and dismissive of characteristics and traits that will make me a fully functional man or a woman in this world. Let me go ahead and idolize my pops and my moms. They made a living off of talking about sex, talking about murder, and being lewd. The world looks at it and says, this is cool, this is okay. Congrats. If I can do what you did, I can get the same admiration. I can get put on a pedestal and treat it like I'm king too. The world loves drama, pain, misery. You love to see people working and shaking their ass. That's what y'all love. You absolutely adore it. You think that is cute. You think it's fun. You think that makes you a woman or a man when you in front of the camera shaking your ass in front of millions and millions of people. Popping your pussy, grinding on niggas, giving live lap dances. You think it's cute? You think it's funny? You think that makes you a black woman or it makes you a strong black man? when you go up here on these platforms and you glorify homicide and you glorify killing people off, putting people in a space where they choose the substance abuse over a spiritual healing, they choose the drug over having a healthy life, a chance to actually be free and have a clear conscience, a clear head. They're not weighted down by mirth and strife and struggle and habitual lying, looking over their shoulders. See, people like you, T.I., you can't blame nobody else. These children are bad as fuck. And they're bad because parents aren't parents. You coddle them. You allow them to have devices that they shouldn't have at an early age. You allow them access to things that they shouldn't have access to so fucking young. You put in earrings in your kids' ears at 2-3 months years old, giving them tattoos. Hiring strippers and shit to take their virginity. When you take them on tour, or you take them from city to city and you're doing what you do in terms of business, and you got that persona that you have to carry and that mystique that you got to carry, and your fans are looking at you in admiration, wanting autographs. Some of them are throwing themselves at you. You got a wife at home. You got this going on, that going on. Your kid sees how you move, watches who you collaborate with, all that shit. King is just a reflection of you, sir, and everything that you represented when you was in the limelight. No pun intended. Pun intended. Remember when you started getting hot, like you were constantly in rotation on the billboards and in the music videos. You know how Rubber Band Man came out, and you know what I'm talking about. You remember when Tiny was doing her thing? Y'all remember when y'all thought that it was okay to be overly sexual in music videos, and it was okay to be overly sexual in public? It was okay to go outside and dress the way you dress. It was okay to say fuck authority. You remember when we started to slowly erode all our morals away? Remember when we started getting rid of all of our principles and standards? Right. And here we are. Here we are. 2025. Name a child that hasn't had sex at the age of 12 years old. Name a child that hasn't been put in jail for murder or put in jail for embezzlement. Children are in jail right now for killing their moms, killing their dads, and killing cousins and shit, sisters and shit. Literally. Your son in here fighting for his life because you showed him a world that he should not have seen. You showed him a life that was not designed to be celebrated in the positive aspect that it is. The things but then your lyrics and your content, truth be told, and I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but that shit is demonic, my nigga. A lot of this shit out here is demonic, man. A lot of this music, a lot of these TV shows, a lot of these performances, demonic. This is what I get slack for. Because don't nobody want to hear about that. The lack of presence of God within the content today, I can't count. You built your brand off of struggle, pain, and being what? The underdog, being somebody that didn't have nothing, so by all means necessary, indicating that you're telling me that there wasn't a McDonald's, there wasn't a Wendy's, there wasn't a Papa John's, there wasn't a gas station that you could have worked at, you couldn't cut grass, you couldn't plow snow. You're telling me that there was no other options? I'm trying to get people to wake up and understand the logic. See, we glorify and we laugh and we listen and enjoy the music. The beat is catchy. The flow is there. The energy is there. It has that grit to it that you're like, oh yeah, hell yeah, I can smoke to this, I can drive to this, I can fuck to this. But in all actuality, none of that shit is positive. None of the messages within the music is positive. How many people you know rap about having what you know about talking in at 7 o'clock in the morning and getting off at 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening? What you know about paying bills on time, dealing with bill collectors, your power goes off? What you know about paying taxes? Yeah, pay taxes. Pay taxes. What you know about paying taxes, my nigga? Nah, we don't pay taxes over here. We don't pay taxes over here. We sell crack. We sell crack. We put that shit on the spoon. We put crack and cocaine on the spoon. You get you a dime bag, you get you a nickel, you get you a quarter key, and we can feed the block. We can feed the block. Feed the block. How many of them people that you fed on the block are still eating? How many of those human souls are still eating? What about did your drugs make them better people? Did your drugs make them better lovers, better friends? Did your drug music, did your anthems make the community stronger? Did your drug music, did your trap music bring men and women of different cultures together? Did your drug music, did your drill music, did any of your content do any justice for any kids? Most of the world want to be rappers. Most of these women and these men want to be rappers. Nobody wants to do nothing else. Congratulations. Congratulations. T.I. is the king of the South. But how many people have you brought up when you was walking around with that backpack and them rubber bands that you had wrapped around your drug money? When your kids were watching you be promiscuous and sleeping around with multiple women, where was all of the positive examples there? All those abandoned houses that you were selling out of. All of those wars, all of them gang affiliations, all of these magnificent stories of struggle. How did that work out for the consumer? You feeding the block, right? Your favorite rappers and your favorite singers are feeding the block, right? I'm not even trolling. I'm not like, I don't really care anymore. I don't care how anybody feels about this shit. The shit is backwards. It's absolutely backwards. It don't make no sense. So your son is fighting for his life in jail because he's a reflection of who you were and how music is today and how men and women conduct themselves today. The guys that's in prison, they've been watching him. They're in jail because of the influences of the world, the music, the media, the lies that's been told to them. They're in there already learning the hard way that this life that we be fantasizing about and we be making look cool and hip, that shit is not what y'all think it is. Don't nobody want to go to fucking jail. Nobody wants to spend the rest of their life behind bars with men or women. Congratulations. What's going on? This is one of the issues that I be having with folks that y'all be looking at and admiring to be like these gods of the world. Like they can walk on water or they can heal the land, make everything prosperous again. I'm waiting for T.I. and Cardi B. I'm waiting for you guys to walk up and down my streets, waiting for you to walk up and down these neighborhoods. I want you to touch everybody's house and turn everything to platinum. I want you to touch their yards, and I want to see flowers and fruits and vegetables grow from the roof. I want to see you walk these streets and all the crack pipes are instantly gone. Get rid of the AIDS epidemic. Go ahead and clean the water, purify it. Matter of fact, since these guys are so special to you, let them bring the Titanic up from the ocean. All he got to do is hover over it. Just hover over the water, my nigga, and then wave your hand, and then bring all the abandoned ships that sunk to the ocean floor, bring them up to the surface. Since y'all got so much control and so much power. Matter of fact, do me a solid. Everybody that you ever sold drugs to and they died because of the product that you put out there, directly or indirectly thereof, because I know you're going to say, oh, I didn't make them do it. They chose to do it. You still supplied it. You are a byproduct of their ultimate demise. Go ahead, since you were helping the block out, resurrect all of them dope fiends and all of them people who died from your shit. Wipe out all the iniquities and all the sins in man. Go ahead. Shit is ignorant. straight up ignorant. But we're going to continue to listen to them, and we're going to continue to spend money on them, and we're going to continue to pour into them. Meanwhile, your kids are out here shooting people, going into schools, killing people, going out here disrespecting teachers. They don't have no respect for authority at all. They're bullies. I just heard a fucking story where a bunch of fourth graders hung a fucking 7-year-old up in the bathroom. Hung him. Fourth graders? Fourth graders hung a 7-year-old up in a bathroom. Who are you going to blame for that? Who's at fault for the behaviors of those kids? And please enlighten me. That get on my fucking nerve. Hypocrites. Y'all hate me and got issues with the shit that I'm saying out my mouth, but the truth of the matter is, we are the problem. We are the reason why so much pain exists. We are the reasons why so much hatred and ignorance exist. Tell me I'm lying, man. Everybody's gay. Everybody's a lesbian. Everybody wants to be a fucking gender that they're not. What? You telling me parents don't have no control? They have no influence whatsoever. No, there's no more authority in the household. A black woman allows her daughter to walk Figueroa. Her daughter is a prostitute. She said, I let her do it because I can't control her. If I try to put boundaries on her, she's just going to run away. So I will just let her do it. What? Your son is in jail because of you. Your son is in jail because of social media. In jail because of gossip. In jail because as a culture, we celebrate the dumbest shit. We celebrate drugs. We celebrate death. We celebrate how many bitches we fuck. We celebrate how many nuts we get off. We celebrate how much money we steal from somebody. We find more pleasure in talking down on other people than we do uplifting them. You celebrate fighting over neighborhoods that you don't own. You fight over this fighting for no fucking reason. And you wonder why the rest of the world don't look at us and have any type of respect. The Cash Me Outside girl was a fucking child. And you old ass men waited until she was of legal age. You lusted after her until she was of legal age. And as soon as she hit 18, you niggas made her a millionaire. Beating your dick off for a fucking child. You probably was doing it before she even hit 18. You just needed an excuse to be open about your perversion. Her mother failed her. Her loved ones failed her. These kids bad as fuck. T.I.'s son should not be trying to be a fucking rapper. And that goes for Lil Boosie. Lil Boosie failed his too. That shit is crazy, man. Absolutely fucking bananas. It makes no sense whatsoever. Oh, I'm tripping though. I'm tripping. What happened to being a doctor? What happened to being a psychologist, a philanthropist? What happened to creating life? being an OBGYN, a physical therapist, a firefighter, a police officer. Y'all turned everything that was supposed to be positive into a negative. And now your kids don't have no respect for traditions. No Christmas. Christmas don't look the same to kids. Birthdays don't look the same. T.I.'s son is out here living like he Al Pacino. And them boys up in that prison yard, they looking at him like, my nigga, you did not have to be here. Ain't that a bitch? The very folks that made the dumbass decisions that got them where they are the same ones that's looking at you on TV on their limited time. They're looking at you and saying, this motherfucker right here, he got to be the dumbest son of a bitch. You were born into wealth. You did not have to go down this path. What the hell is wrong with you? Oh, you want to be dumb like us? All right. All right, you want to be like that? Cool. We gonna welcome you with open arms. That's all that celebrity shit go out the window when you behind them bars. You asked for that, right? This is what you wanted. Is this what you imagined it would be like as the son of the proclaimed king of the South? You ain't never have to go out here to sell drugs. You never had to walk around with guns. You never had to look over your shoulders. Never had to decide whether or not you were going to let somebody slide for $5 or give them a full dime or dub or whatever. You were never in that. I'm not even going to say that they neglected, but they did. You used your struggle and your pain to become successful. However, there's pros and cons to it, because even though you probably had some conversations, I don't think you had enough. I don't think you really understood how your lifestyle was going to affect your kids. I don't. And now he has to deal with the consequences of his actions. You can't coddle him. You should have already been on his helmet from the beginning. I guarantee you, if they don't get him in there, and y'all, like, I don't have all the context, because from what I saw here, there's some other shit going on with y'all. And I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure that it ain't legal. It's not morally ethical. And that shit is wild. Y'all are millionaires. Y'all don't have to be out here doing the dumb shit that y'all doing. Y'all still doing. I don't understand. Now everybody's children are out here they're purging. They're absolutely purging. That shit is crazy. King Harris should be trying to be a lawyer or something. A basketball player. It's okay to be something other than a rapper. Being a rapper does not necessarily equate success or popularity or this shit today is not even really rap at all. It's really not, because it's the same shit day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out. What I grew up on was similar, but it wasn't as bad as it is now. This is worse now. There's so many little this and little that, and y'all old as hell, 40 years old, calling himself Little D and this, that. Like, that shit ain't it, man. And it's unfortunate, because when you get older, if you're not completely indoctrinated, you're going to wish you would have made different decisions. You're going to wish you didn't listen to Vlad TV and all. But maybe that's just me. You should not be in jail fighting for your life. You should be at home with kids your age, men your age, doing normal stuff. Riding a bike, playing ball, flag football or some shit. Not cosplaying as Scarface. I hate that. The things that we make popular or to appear to be something that it isn't is fucking crazy to me. And the sad part is, it's not going to stop. It's only going to get worse. Between the 20 versus 1 celebrity shows on the internet, the popular balloons, the influencer contest shows, all that garbage, man. A lot of y'all kids are fried. A lot of your kids are the ones that's on them shows making a fucking fool out of themselves. The Shay Frost is going to run into the right person with the type of content he put out. There's a lot of people out here in these positions and in these jobs. Yeah, you're fucking yourself up. You should not be in jail fighting for your life, man. Kids, this generation should not be aspiring to be rappers or singers. The music industry is wicked. It's not covered. That industry itself is not covered properly. You see what it's done to Usher, Justin Bieber, You see what the industry life, that wealthy lifestyle has done to these folks. Y'all got out the struggle to remain in it. Like, this is the most backward shit I've ever seen. You think I want to go back to what I was already dealing with before? I want out of it so my loved ones don't have to deal with that shit. I don't want them to grow up and think that shit is okay. You want people to think that shit is okay. I'm good. I never thought it was cool. I never thought it was popular. I never even wanted to be affiliated with it. That's just how the cookie crumbled. Whatever's going to come from this is going to come from it because it needed to. And because this is what you put into the universe. This is what you asked for. This was by design. Everything that you put your hands on from the beginning to now is based on what you cultivated in your own path and walk. That is why we are here. And that is why King Harris is in the position he's in now. That is why a lot of kids are in the positions we are in now. The parents are lazy and superficial and would rather sacrifice their souls for a quick come up, an easy fix. Make it make sense. This is just my opinion, my thoughts, my views on it. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let's have an open discussion about it. Leave your comments in the comment section. If you haven't, you might not. Later on tonight, 8 o'clock, and I'm about to send out the link to everybody who's participating in tonight's show. If it's an open mic, you are welcome to pull up and hang out with us if you want to. It's going to be a pretty chill time. I'm looking forward to it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, click the notifications, go to the page, the link is in the bio, all that good stuff. I will see you guys later. You have a blessed one. And yeah, do me a solid before you go. Peace.
Mantra, slave song, slave ship, rip skin, made me rip bones. But no matter how close my ancestors speak, they tell me they're tired of them praying on us like we're weak. I haven't been getting sleep, longing to sing until I surpass peak, until they think we are equal. Please, all I want is peace. My ancestors beat drums until their palms would bleed, begging a generation.